The following is a Cable 14 special presentation.
Welcome to Hamilton Police Service Annual Awards. We're delighted to return to the Scottish Rite for this evening. This event is always a highlight as we come together to recognize the bravery of Hamilton citizens and celebrate the outstanding accomplishments of our civilian and sworn members. As in past years, the proceeds from tonight also go towards supporting our community. This evening, the funds raised are going towards Food for Kids, a nonprofit organization that provides healthy food for kids with limited or no access to food on weekends or during the summer months. While hunger exists around the world, we know funds from tonight will go to address hunger in our city. We'll hear a bit more about that later this evening. Before we get started, I'd like to ask Anne Hepplewhite to do the land acknowledgement.
Thank you, Adam. My goal tonight is to do as good a job as Member Pauls always does at our board meetings. The city of Hamilton is situated upon the traditional territories of the Erie, Neutral, Huron-Wendat, Haudenosaunee, and Mississaugas. This land is covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, which was an agreement between the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabeg to share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. We further acknowledge that this land is covered by the Between the Lakes Purchase 1792 between the Crown and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Today, the city of Hamilton is home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, North America, and we recognize that we must do more to learn about the rich history of this land so that we can better understand our roles as residents, neighbors, partners, and caretakers. Hamilton Police Service is privileged to serve and protect in partnership with our communities on lands that Indigenous peoples have called home for thousands of years. We recognize and respect the presence and stewardship of all Indigenous peoples as keepers of this land. We pledge to continue walking together with Indigenous peoples in building a more just society where their gifts and those of all people are nurtured and honored.
Thanks, Anne. I think everyone in the room can say that you just crushed that, so good job. Right now, I'd like to welcome the Hamilton Police Honor Guard, pipes and drums, and choir to kick off our evening. Sergeant Major. Tonight we gather to recognize exceptional acts of courage and remarkable service that have had a real impact on our community. We'll be celebrating those who consistently go the extra mile and acknowledging that these accomplishments are made possible through strong partnerships. An event like this evening couldn't happen without generous sponsorship. At this time, we'd like to thank our sponsors: CSN Collision, Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, Fluke Transportation, Liuna Local 837, McMaster University Security Service, MD Charlton, Niche RMS, and Onyx. On behalf of our sponsors, I would like to ask Liuna Local 837 Representative Business Manager Paul Betancourt to come up here to share a few words.
Well, I'm not Paul Betancourt, but he was just recently elected as the president of our local. I'm Ricardo Percy. I'm the business manager for Liuna Local 837. So just to clarify that. And the reason why I'm up here, Dave Finnerty brought greetings last time, and I don't think people were happy with him. So they gave me a note of what to say this time. So good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to be part of this special event. On behalf of all the sponsors, we are proud to support Hamilton Police Services and to recognize the incredible work being done, both by its members and by this community. It's an honor to stand alongside those who make our city stronger, safer, and more connected. Thank you for all that you do. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Before we go any further, I would like to introduce Chief Frank Bergen to come forward to say a few words.
Good evening and welcome, everybody. I don't want to have a microphone. I actually just want to walk amongst you. If you didn't have the opportunity by having a seat up here, if you didn't get the opportunity to see it, when they presented the flag, it got me square in the face. And I couldn't be more proud to be smacked in the face by the Hamilton Police flag. And Dominic, good friend Dominic from Toronto is here. After 36 years of Toronto, I will gladly say how incredibly welcoming it is to be here at the Hamilton Police Service, and over the last few years understanding the amazing things that everybody does each and every day. Tonight is an opportunity for us to celebrate the best of the Hamilton Police Service. I'm going to echo what we just heard from Ricardo. Our motto is a little bit more simpler, and that is together, stronger, safer. We've had Adam doing a great job, and Adam's already taken the opportunity to thank all of our dignitaries here, to thank the sponsors who make this a reality, as well as the importance of our elected officials that are here. I'd be remiss if I did not acknowledge my worship and our worship, Mayor Andrew Horvath. I can tell you, and the one thing that we appreciate, and the Hamilton Police Service certainly appreciates, that every event, and we go to a lot of events throughout the year, and the one thing that I absolutely appreciate is you never miss the opportunity to thank the Hamilton Police Service. And there are many times when we have conversations, as we're having on Tuesday of next week, when we're having conversations about some of the major challenges that do exist in this community. But tonight is a really interesting opportunity. We will be celebrating those amazing Hamiltonians who after witnessing a very, very violent attack, what their idea is not to take it and do selfies and film it, theirs is to render aid. We have a dispatcher who will be acknowledged about amazing response to a very, very critical event on the second night on the desk. Incredible. Officers who were first on scene to rescue someone out of a snowbank and just making sure those things. These are happening every day. Over 206,000 calls for service. Those calls for service actually really come into our emergency services that are just shy of 400,000 calls for service each year, which then translates into 206,000 interactions we have with people. So the difference tonight is that we can't fill the room with 1,340 members of the organization. What we're filling this room up tonight, just shy of 250 people, is to acknowledge those that in fact didn't just respond to a call. What they did do is they relied on their instinct, their intuition, and more importantly, their initiative and their ability to understand that that's where they needed to be. That's where they needed to stand taller than everybody else and make sure that they could make somebody else's moment of time that much better. So as we sit back and we hear the stories and we acknowledge that in fact this is the celebration of the best of the Hamilton Police Service, take the pride. Make sure that you have those opportunities, which we saw earlier, that you have those exchanges with your family members who support us, with your community that supports us, our elected officials, etc. I'd also be remiss if I did not take the opportunity to thank outgoing Deputy Paul Hamilton. Paul Hamilton, 3 years ago, after having an event at Theatre Aquarius, made a decision, and I really appreciate it, is he changed to this venue, to the venue that we can sit at a table, break bread together, and acknowledge that there is more to this. This is about the family and the importance that we play within this beautiful city of Hamilton. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thanks to the choir, thanks to the honor guard, and again, Adam, bring this back and clean up on aisle 5.
Thank you. Nearly impossible to follow the chief, but I'll do my best. Our first award of the evening is the Victim Services Branch Award of Distinction. The Victim Services Branch Award of Distinction recognizes excellence in assistance to victims of crime and trauma. The recipient of this award embodies the values of the service by consistently demonstrating sensitivity as well as taking the initiative to ensure victims are connected to services that will assist them in their recovery. This year's recipient is Gina Azalea. Retired Hamilton Police Service Sergeant Gina Azalea spent 30 years dedicated to serving both the service and the community. A strong advocate for survivors of intimate partner violence, she has used her lived experience to advance trauma-informed practices and support those in need. Rising from special constable to sergeant, Gina led important initiatives including peer member support program and the high-risk domestic violence committee, while also contributing to Canada's first all-female police choir. In retirement, she continues to give back as a civilian CPTED auditor, supporting victim services and strengthening community safety. Gina's career reflects a deep commitment to compassion, trust, and leadership. Congratulations, Gina. Thank you for all you've done and continue to do for our community. Engaging young people has long been a priority for the Hamilton Police Service, recognizing that strong connections today help build safer communities for tomorrow. Through its partnership with the service, ProAction's Hamilton chapter supports and funds initiatives that create positive opportunities for local youth, empowering them to grow, succeed, and stay connected to their community. The partnership began in 2008, and since then, ProAction has distributed close to $300,000 to support 144 Hamilton programs. They were led by 1,300 Hamilton officers who engaged and mentored over 4,300 Hamilton young people. While each initiative is unique, they all share a common goal: engaging local youth through innovative and creative approaches. Instead of trying to capture it in words, we'll let you see it firsthand. This video tells the story far better than me. ProAction Cops and Kids has brought Hamilton Police and local youth together for 25 years. Beyond uniforms, beyond titles, just people building trust.
As a youth growing up, I was involved in a multitude of youth organizations, and when I think back to growing up, I realize how impactful those organizations were. ProAction's a great opportunity for us to be those leaders and to give other youth and kids opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise get.
The Chef Academy, one of the youth's he didn't have a lot of family in the city, and he was graduating high school, and he reached out to me and said, that he looked up to me, and he invited me to his high school graduation, and of course I went and was able to participate in the day with him and his family, and it was really nice.
It helps to break down those barriers between youth and the police, and it gives them a safe space where they can, potentially if they need help, they're going to view police differently now, and they're more, I would think, more likely to reach out to us when they're in need.
So police officers tend to only show up to a very, very small portion of somebody's life. And that portion of their life is a very negative time in most cases. These events allow us to connect with the community and the youth in such a way, in a positive light, where we get to do things with them in a positive way. We get to impact them, give them lasting memories that will last a lifetime.
Pro-action cops and kids, breaking barriers, building trust, one connection at a time. Now, in a completely unbiased and not at all self-serving turn of events, as tonight's first Pro-Action Award recipient, I'm going to graciously pass the microphone over to Superintendent Schulenberg for this next part.
Awkward, but it works. Thank you, Adam. That recognition comes as no surprise. Your dedication speaks for itself. Our first Pro-Action Award honoring commitment to youth police programs is proudly presented to Constable Adam Kimber. Constable Adam Kimber has demonstrated a level of commitment and service that goes well beyond expectations. His Chef Academy program isn't a one-off event. It's a series of classes designed to build real relationships, trust, and lasting impact. Over the course of 4 weeks, youth learn kitchen fundamentals, gaining practical cooking skills that they can take home, while also building confidence and performing genuine friendships. Adam went the extra mile by arranging transportation to remove barriers and ensure consistent participation. He also expanded the program's reach by partnering with local small businesses, strengthening community ties, and collaborating with a youth organization to connect with those who would benefit most from positive police engagement. So in short, he didn't just run the program, he built an experience that sticks. Congratulations, Adam.
Our next Pro-Action Award is the most innovative police youth program. The award is presented to Sergeant Jason Tattison. Indigenous youth often face barriers to participating in community programs. Recognizing this, Sergeant Tattison partnered with Niwasa Kinaswin Teg Center, Didwa Da Des Nais Aboriginal Health Center, and the Hamilton Regional Indian Center to create a meaningful opportunity for engagement through a tree planting initiative for at-risk youth. Together, officers and participants planted more than 1,500 trees, creating a legacy forest that will stand for generations. The initiative also included a traditional opening ceremony, and officers worked side by side with youth alongside their families and community members. Over 2 years, the program brought together 83 participants, planting not just trees, but stronger connections within the community. While Sergeant Tattison couldn't be with us this evening, his impact is clearly felt. On his behalf, we're honored to accept this award. Congratulations, Jay. Next, we have the Pro-Action Youth Award. This award is presented to the youth who have demonstrated the highest level of personal growth, causing him or her to benefit most from police youth programs. This year's Pro-Action Youth Award goes to my man, James Grice. James attended every session of the Chef Academy and quickly emerged as a natural leader. He arrived with little kitchen experience, even cutting himself in the first class, which was actually a really gnarly cut. But he didn't let that slow him down. He bounced back quickly and was often the first to step up and volunteer. Beyond the program, James continued building his skills at home and even joined myself and Chef Anthony to showcase the Chef Academy on CH News, proving just how far James had come. Join me in congratulating James. Retired Superintendent John Petz was instrumental in strengthening the service's ability to proactively address community issues through problem-oriented policing, or for the police in the room, POP projects. These initiatives have since become vital tools in identifying and resolving problems within our communities. Created in 2025, this award represents the instrumental partnership between Hamilton Police Service and Mohawk College to recognize the students' critical tool in resolving identified problems through academic studies. The HPS Mohawk College POP Project of the Year Award is presented to the students with the most outstanding academic POP project. The winners of the HPS Mohawk College POP Project are Sophia Baker, Marco Ferruzzi, Isabella Marchese, and Madison McCullough. The Young Moms Project is a grassroots, community-based initiative designed to support young mothers in earning their Canadian adult education credential, helping them build a foundation for employment, independence, and stability. The program will operate within shelters in Hamilton, providing a convenient, safe, and familiar learning environment while removing transportation barriers. It aims to address the educational gap faced by young mothers who are unable to complete high school due to their early parenthood and related challenges, ultimately working to break cycles of poverty and provide the opportunity for a better future. With Police Foundation students as tutors, they will gain valuable experience serving a vulnerable community while truly having impact on not only the mother and her child, but the community as a whole. This program fosters trust, empathy, and stronger relationships between Police Foundation students and the vulnerable community they wish to one day serve. You guys are good. Every year, Hamilton Police Service selects a Member of the Year. The honor is selected from our 2025 Member of the Month awards. These awards celebrate extraordinary acts by our members. Our members of the month have already been honored at a Police Service Board meeting and have received recognition for their efforts. Tonight, we'll learn a little bit more about our incredible members before revealing our Member of the Year later in the program. Here are the members of the month for January, February, March, and April. On January 8th, 2025, during an early morning patrol in rural Ancaster, Constable Alex Tam noticed a person lying in a ditch in -11 weather. He quickly intervened, providing comfort and calling for medical assistance, soon discovering the individual, a vulnerable man with Down syndrome, had wandered from a care facility in Brantford. Through his swift actions, the man was safely treated and reunited with his grateful family. On February 11th, 2025, Constable Oakes and Snyder responded to a high-priority call for a baby who had stopped breathing. Arriving to a chaotic and emotional scene, they immediately began CPR and quickly determined the child was choking. Through calm, focused efforts, they successfully dislodged the object, restoring the baby's breathing. Their swift response and life-saving actions definitely made a difference. On February 16th, 2025, a winter afternoon turned into a life-threatening situation when a snow fort collapsed after a plow unknowingly pushed 8 feet of snow over it, trapping the father inside. As bystanders called 911 and helped the children to safety, the father remained buried beneath the snow. Constables Drage and Pigeon arrived to find only the man's boots visible. Without hesitation, they began digging with their hands and shovels, working urgently to reach him. Their determination paid off. They freed the father, conscious but shaken, and ensured he was transported to hospital for care. On April 4th, 2025, while off duty, Constable Josh DeLuca came upon a serious collision in Ancaster involving a City of Hamilton work truck. One worker lay unresponsive with catastrophic injuries, while another was in shock. Without hesitation, Constable DeLuca assessed the scene, called 911, and began CPR on the critically injured worker, continuing chest compressions for 7 minutes until emergency crews arrived. He also ensured the safety of others, including removing the involved driver from the roadway and providing clear ongoing updates to dispatch. As mentioned earlier this evening, tonight is all about the power of collaboration, a reflection of our shared commitment to serving and protecting in partnership with our community. The individuals we're about to recognize truly bring that partnership to life, and we're proud to celebrate their contributions tonight. The Partnership Awards are presented to citizens who have actively participated in making our community a safer place to live. These citizens have assisted police and are recognized for their outstanding contribution. On July 11, 2025, police responded to reports of a shooting in the area of King Street West and James Street North. Upon arrival, officers located a victim suffering from a serious gunshot wound and immediately began life-saving efforts. During this chaotic and rapidly unfolding situation, Ezekiel recognized that help was needed and stepped forward without hesitation. With calm focus, Ezekiel asked a simple but powerful question at the time: "What do you need from me?" He followed instructions, supported the officer, and assisted in providing critical care until paramedics arrived. While the outcome was not what anyone had hoped for, Ezekiel's actions demonstrated composure, selflessness, and a deep commitment to helping others in a moment of crisis. Join me in thanking Ezekiel for his amazing actions. Moments like these remind us what service truly looks like, and that same spirit of compassion and care extends far beyond a single call. Before we present our next award, it's important to recognize a legacy built on that very foundation. I'd like to invite Project Concern's current chair, Adam Baglieri, to come forward. More than 50 years ago, 2 Hamilton police officers launched what would become Project Concern. A simple idea rooted in compassion, helping those in our community who need it most. What began as a small initiative has grown into something extraordinary. Over the decades, Project Concern has raised millions of dollars in support of local charities and community organizations, helping hundreds of groups across Hamilton. At the heart of it all is a remarkable commitment from our own members. Hamilton Police members continue to support Project Concern through payroll donations, quietly, consistently, and generously, demonstrating that giving back is not just something we do, it's who we are. At this time, we would like to invite John Kenyon to the stage in recognition of his vision and leadership in founding Project Concern 50 years ago. We'd also like to recognize another important chapter of that legacy. It's a Kid's Christmas, and invite John Daniels to join on stage for his role in bringing that initiative to life. Tonight we present them with a challenge coin in appreciation of their lasting impact on our community. And while their vision laid the foundation, it's partnerships like the one we're about to recognize that have helped Project Concern grow into what it is today. For more than 35 years, the Mercanti family has been a cornerstone of It's Kids Christmas, generously donating their venue, staff, and food at zero cost. Because of their generosity, thousands of families have been able to gather, share a meal, and experience the joy of the holiday season. To truly appreciate the impact of this partnership, let's take a moment and look back at It's Kids Christmas over the years.
We have been so fortunate to be able to benefit from It's a Kids Christmas for close to 30 years now. And every year we're sending a group of about 50 people up to have one of the most amazing days and evenings of their lifetime. They're so excited to go and participate in the great activities. And I really benefit from getting to see them when they come back. And it almost looks like they're coming back from the North Pole itself. They're so excited about the experience they've had. The parents are happy, the kids are happy. I really can't thank the Mercanti family enough for putting on this event so consistently and supporting us over the years, even beyond It's a Kid's Christmas, with all the help that you do for Boys and Girls Clubs here in Hamilton.
Had the amazing opportunity to be a part of It's the Kids Christmas event, and our families have had an amazing time attending the event each year, especially for newcomer families that have come to Canada for the first time to have this wonderful experience happen for them. The joy for the children have been amazing. They've been able to do crafts, activities, the food, and just being with other community partners have made them feel really special. And I look forward to doing more of the It's a Kids Christmas event with our organization.
It's a Kids Christmas is an incredible event that allows us to invite 150 members of our community to the event, and we appreciate the support of the Mercanti family in making this event so successful and so impactful on our families at an incredible time of the year.
And now we're proud to introduce a new recognition this evening, the Mercanti Community Collaboration Award. This award celebrates the strength of collaboration, honoring the community partners who go above and beyond to support our work and to help make Hamilton stronger, safer, and more connected. It's especially fitting that the very first recipient of the Mercanti Community Collaboration Award is the family whose name it carries. For decades, the Mercanti family has exemplified what true partnership looks like, consistently supporting It's Kids Christmas. Tonight, we're proud to honor not just a legacy, but a standard of giving that continues to inspire us all. Please welcome Joey and PJ Mercanti to the stage to accept the award on behalf of the Mercanti family. Now it's time to hear the next set of nominees for Member of the Year. On May 17, 2025, while off duty near Javinsky Hospital, Constable Andrew Lang observed a shop owner pursuing a suspected thief and immediately stepped in to assist. As he attempted to make the arrest, the suspect violently attacked him with a chain and a padlock, later escalating to a knife. Despite being struck, choked, and stabbed, Constable Lang remained composed and committed. He called 911, provided clear suspect description, and ensured responding officers were able to quickly locate and arrest the suspect. For June, we recognize Detective Constable Victoria Prezerwa for her outstanding work on a complex year-long investigation in East Hamilton linked to multiple 2024 shootings. Through a series of lengthy and strategic interviews, she secured multiple confessions, identified co-accused individuals, uncovered previously unknown suspects, and established key motives, delivering a significant breakthrough in the case. Communicator in training, Emily and her trainer, Martine, are recognized for their outstanding teamwork. Yeah, I'm not saying those names, sorry. Yeah, can you blame me? Yeah, just read it. Right? No one you're defeated. On just her second day, Emily answered a 911 call with no GPS location, but believed she heard a disturbance in the background. Trusting her instincts, she flagged it to Martine, and together they used investigative tools to trace the call to a Stony Creek address. When officers arrived, they found a woman in urgent need of medical attention. Despite limited information, their persistence and intuition ensured the call did not go unanswered, ultimately helping save a life. On June 2025, Staff Sergeant Mark Miller demonstrated exceptional leadership while responding to a life-threatening intimate partner violence call in Dundas. Arriving first on scene to a volatile situation, he encountered both severely injured female victim and a male suspect with self-inflicted wounds. Staff Sergeant Miller quickly took control, securing the scene, directing officers to provide urgent care to the victim and administering life-saving first aid to the suspect despite ongoing resistance. And now we move on to the Volunteer Service Awards. None of us is as good as all of us. It's a reminder that the work we do is strongest when it's shared, and our volunteers are a vital part of that effort. Our next set of awards recognizes the contributions of volunteers. Again, please welcome Chief Bergen, Deputy Diodati, and Deputy Hamilton to hand out the awards. I would also like to ask Bruce Moffat to join them to hand out the volunteer awards. We begin by recognizing 5 years of volunteer service with HPS. Angela Williams. Our next level of recognition is for 10 years of volunteer service with HPS, and that's Steve Baker and Sue Walker. Our next level of recognition is for 15 years of volunteer service with HPS, and that's Suzette Beaugrand and Keith Freilich. And finally, we recognize an outstanding 20 years of volunteer service with HPS, and that's Auxiliary Acting Sergeant Karen Wallace. The Jim Antinori Award is presented annually to a member of our Hamilton Police Auxiliary Unit who has demonstrated outstanding volunteer commitment to the program. Our Hamilton Police Service Auxiliary is made up of civilian volunteers who help police constables in the course of their duties. They serve in uniform and are called upon to perform tasks such as community-based events, traffic, and crowd control, as well as crime prevention initiatives. When they decide to take on the auxiliary role, they commit to providing 144 hours of volunteer time annually. Jim Antinori served an incredible 47 years in the auxiliary unit before retiring in 2010. I'm pleased to announce the recipient of the 2025 Jim Antinori Award, Adam Falla. Since joining in 2024, Adam has contributed more than 240 volunteer hours, well above expectations, while balancing full-time studies, employment, and coaching. Adam has become a highly trusted and sought-after member across divisions, known for his strong officer safety awareness, composure, and attentiveness during both routine duties and high-risk calls. He has supported officers during dynamic incidents involving persons in crisis and weapons calls, consistently demonstrating calm decision-making and a clear understanding of his role. Beyond operational work, Adam has made a meaningful impact through community events and outreach initiatives, including his work with the Encampment Engagement Team, which he is recognized for his empathy, professionalism, and respectful approach. His initiative, reliability, and commitment to learning truly reflect the values of the auxiliary program, making him a very deserving recipient of this award. And you have an awesome name. Congratulations, Adam. Our next award is named after retired volunteer coordinator Marg Marshall. Margaret exemplified leadership and commitment, volunteering dozens of hours weekly for 2 decades. To assist in presenting this award, I ask if Jonathan Arce from CSN Collision could join us on stage. This award is presented in Marg's honor to a volunteer in victim services, auxiliary unit, or crime prevention who demonstrates outstanding leadership in promoting Hamilton Police Service values and ethics. This year's Marg Marshall Award goes to Mahadi Al-Hamad. Since July, Mahadi has made an exceptional impact through his volunteer work with Crime Stoppers and community engagement, demonstrating leadership, initiative, and a level of commitment well beyond his years. He has been actively involved in community events, outreach initiatives, and public education, consistently showing up, stepping into any role, and representing the program with enthusiasm and professionalism. Notably, he independently developed a public service announcement on human trafficking, later produced with Cable 14, highlighting his initiative and commitment to raising awareness on critical issues. For his dedication, leadership, and meaningful contributions to community safety, Mahadi is this year's recipient of the Marg Marshall Award. Congratulations to all the volunteers for their contributions to the Hamilton Police Service. We're now turning our attention to the Exemplary Service Awards. Both our civilian and sworn members receive recognition for attaining milestones for outstanding continuous service with Hamilton Police. We will start with the Civilian Long Service Awards. Our 20-year recipients couldn't be with us this evening, so we'll move straight on to the 30-year people. Kathleen Bolin, Nancy Claus, and Becky Cooper. And now we move on to the Special Constables for the Peace Officer Exemplary Service Medals. We're proud to recognize the following dedicated members as they celebrate 20 years of service with the Hamilton Police Service. And that's Pam Whiteley. Now we'll move on to the 30 years of service. Tara Bodwin. Next, we honor sworn members with their Police Exemplary Service Medal. The following members are here to receive their 20-year medal. Constable Vinnie Sorello, Staff Sergeant Shane Coveyduck, Constable Christina Eisner, Sergeant Fab Giuliani, Sergeant Emerson Heaslip, Staff Sergeant Rob Lejeune, Constable Sherry Marshall, Sergeant Mike McNaughton, and Staff Sergeant Christian McKendy. We also have sworn members who have obtained 30 years of exemplary service. It is my pleasure to recognize and celebrate the achievement of Constable Rennick Berkeley, Superintendent Sean Blay, Staff Sergeant Jason Cattle, and Constable Derek Don, Superintendent Paul Evans, Constable Todd Mackay, Superintendent Marty Schulenberg, and Sergeant Kim Walker. Our next award is the Police Fitness Award. At this time, I would ask Ivan Lorty of McMaster Security Services to join us on stage to present the award. The Ontario Police Fitness Pin is a voluntary standardized fitness test. Members who earn the fitness pin can wear a lapel pin on their uniform. To pass, members must score a 75% minimum. Please join me in congratulating Special Constable Trudy McElroy and Inspector John Pauls for earning their fitness pin for the last 25 years. Now it's time to hear the final set of nominees for Member of the Year. September. On July 9, 2025, Special Constables Matt Janiak and Jeffrey Mackey responded to a serious motorcycle collision. Arriving within minutes to a chaotic and critical scene, a motorcyclist was suffering from severe bleeding. In recognizing the life-threatening nature of the injury, they quickly took control, applying a tourniquet and delivering urgent medical care. Their swift, coordinated actions, alongside the efforts of a civilian, stabilized the victim, who had sustained a femoral artery injury that could have been easily fatal. They also ensured scene safety and supported the ongoing response until paramedics arrived. In 2025, PC Shotel and Police Service Dog Radar responded to 277 calls for service, demonstrating the constant readiness, training, and commitment required of a K-9 team on and off duty. On October 4th, 2025, PC Shotel responded to reports of a man lying across railway tracks as a train approached. With no confirmation that rail traffic had been stopped and time running out, he ran past the descending barriers, grabbed the man, and pulled him to safety just moments before the train arrived. His decisive actions, courage, and selfless disregard for his own safety prevented a tragedy. On November 14th, 2025, Constable Jordan Simpson, while off duty, noticed a fellow officer responding to a call for a suspected overdose, and seeing no other responders nearby, immediately stepped in to assist. Together, they located the unit, were first on scene, and provided critical care, administering naloxone and performing CPR while also gathering important information and supporting a highly distressed family member. Their calm, coordinated response continued until Hamilton Fire arrived and took over. On October 19th, 2025, a dangerous act of arson at Hamilton General Hospital saw an ambulance set on fire, triggering a code red evacuation and posing a serious risk to life. While the suspect initially fled, Constable Kayla Griggett, conducting proactive patrols in the area, quickly identified a male matching the description and made the arrest. Her actions not only solved this incident, but also linked the suspect to additional arsons and a break-and-enter, stopping a pattern of escalating criminal behavior. The Gordon V. Torrance Award was initiated in 1985 to recognize and show appreciation for Hamilton Police Service officers for their contributions to the Crime Stoppers program. Past Chief Gordon Torrance was instrumental in bringing Crime Stoppers to Hamilton. Like the man it honors, the award exemplifies the excellent work of police officers who have used Crime Stoppers in their investigations. The recognition comes from officers' use of Crime Stoppers information to its fullest, resulting in arrests of dangerous persons, recoveries of stolen property, and the seizure of illicit drugs. This year's recipient of the Gordon V. Torrance Award are members of the Division I Heat. Since early 2024, the Division I Heat unit has acted on 17 tips, leading to 32 arrests, 144 charges, and the clearance of 11 cases. Their work also resulted in the seizure of drugs, cash, weapons, and stolen property, including illegal firearms. Constable Rory Gemmell will be accepting this award on behalf of Division I Heat. And while that work highlights the impact of proactive enforcement and strong investigative policing, we now turn to another critical area of public safety, keeping our roads free from impaired driving. Tonight marks a special milestone for both Mad Hamilton and the Hamilton Police Service. We are honored to present the inaugural Mad Hamilton Shield Award, recognizing exceptional service in the fight against impaired driving to Constable Colin Patterson. This award represents the highest standard of commitment, professionalism, and leadership in keeping our roads and communities safe. This year's recipient was selected unanimously by the Mad Hamilton Board. He demonstrated outstanding dedication through proactive enforcement, strong investigative work, and 8 impaired driving arrests in 2025 alone, each one a potential life-saving intervention. Congratulations, Colin. All right, now we'll present this evening's 3 final awards. This evening, we are proud to introduce a new recognition, the Quality Service Award. This award honors civilians who consistently go above and beyond in their roles, demonstrating excellence in performance and a strong commitment to supporting the service. It recognizes those who lead with professionalism and integrity, take initiative, and make meaningful contributions that positively impact their team, their work, and their community. Recipients of this award are trusted, respected, and collaborative. Individuals who strengthen those around them and embody a genuine commitment to public service. Becky Cooper, Maria DiFranciso, Jenny Froats and Brent Wellington, Lisa Osika, Don Parnell, Rachel Geddes, Ryan Riccozzi, Riaz, Elena Visser. In short, this award recognizes the kind of person we are all proud to stand beside and celebrate as part of the Hamilton Police Service. And the winner is Ryan Riccozzi from our Crime Information and Intelligence Unit. For excellence in service, we now turn to another prestigious recognition within our service. We will move on to the Leonard G. Lawrence Award. This annual award recognizes outstanding work by an individual officer or a group of police officers who best exemplify tremendous service to our community. It was created in memory of former Hamilton Police Chief Leonard Lawrence, who served from 1952 to 1973 and fostered a strong sense of duty and commitment to the community. The recipient is selected by a committee consisting of representatives from the Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, the Police Services Board, and the Hamilton Police Association. This year, there are 6 deserving nominees: Project Concern, the Ground Search and Rescue Team, Law Enforcement Torch Run, the Missing Persons Investigation Unit, Project Polar Bear, and Project Psalms. The committee's job is not an easy one. The committee must choose from excellent nominees that have made significant contributions to the community. This year, I'm pleased to announce the winner is the Ground Search and Rescue Team. The Hamilton Police Service Ground Search and Rescue Team is a highly trained unit dedicated to locating missing persons and supporting complex investigations. I would like to ask the following individuals to come forward to accept the award on behalf of the Ground Search and Rescue Team: Sergeant Fab Giuliani, Sergeant Stu Hunt, Detective Constable Hilchey, Detective Constable Gingrich, PC Strict, PC Potter, and PC Whitaker. From February to June 2025, the team played a critical role in the search of Shalini Singh at the Glanbrook landfill, contributing nearly 15,000 hours in carefully searching over 5,000 cubic meters of material in extremely challenging conditions. In total, 89 members contributed to the search for Shalini Singh. Their professionalism, teamwork, and compassion throughout this operation reflect the highest standards of policing and a deep commitment to the community they serve. Congrats, everybody. Okay, it is now time to announce the 2025 Member of the Year. If Melissa Jabeiri from Onyx could join us on stage to assist in presenting our last award. Did I say that okay? I'll make better mistakes tomorrow. Thank you. Our Members of the Month represent incredible acts of bravery, methodically solved investigations, and relentlessly pursued offenders. There are narratives of real events where Hamilton Police members have displayed courage and incredible resilience. You have all had the opportunity to hear the amazing and courageous work displayed by our Members of the Month. Each member deserves our thanks and recognition for going above and beyond the call of duty. At this time, I would like all Members of the Month to stand up and be recognized. Now, one of these 12 monthly winners will receive the honor of being named our Member of the Year, or Members of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to announce the 2025 Member of the Year, Andy Lang. Congrats. Before we finish this evening, we have one final presentation. As I mentioned earlier, all proceeds from tonight's event go to Food for Kids. Can I ask Food for Kids Executive Director Kathy Hahn and Board Member Simone Lawrence to join us on stage to accept a check on behalf of Food for Kids. Thanks to your generosity, tonight raised an incredible $13,000, helping ensure local children have access to nutritious food when they need it most. With that, we've come to the end of our show. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's program. Congratulations to each award recipient, and a special thank you to our members, both civilian and sworn, for serving our communities. A special thanks for tonight's sponsors for their generous contributions. Thank you to our broadcast partner, Cable 14. For weeks, the HPS Annual Awards Night Committee have dedicated countless hours reviewing every detail in order to ensure tonight's success. Special thanks to Sergeant Sarah Ricker, Jenny Froats, Nicole Rackus, Jackie Penman, Aaron Gunnell. Please join me in thanking them. Ryan Harker for taking all the photos. Appreciate you guys. Thanks also go out to our musical group 3, the Hamilton Police Pipes and Drums, Choir, Honor Guard, Mounted Unit, Auxiliaries, and Cadets. This has not been a small feat. Thanks to the Scottish Rite for hosting this wonderful event.